Tim Robson here. I hope you're all well. Out on my own, having a little adventure, exploring around some old forestry paths that I know of up in Scotland. It's a bit of a grey day, but it's a lot drier than the weather forecast said it was going to be. I'm just following this little stream. Hopefully, if all goes well, I should be camping in a pretty impressive place later on. So I've just stopped for 5 minutes, stretched my legs, drove up from Carlisle to Lockerbie and then up through the country roads. My bike's performed amazingly as always. It's getting serviced on Sunday, so it's a few thousand miles overdue, and if it's still performing that nicely now, I can't wait to see what it'll be like after the service. Got my hammock with me, the Amok Draumr, just the regular size one, with my winter sleeping pad and my snug pack sleeping bag, so I'll be nice and warm. So that's me had my wee rest now. Gonna head up the path another couple of miles and yeah, see how we get along. There we are, Blackesk Reservoir. It's a big hole in the ground there, one of the big inlets or overflows, whatever you want to call it. I'm still following the path along. I'm not quite sure how far it goes because this is as far as I've ever driven up myself. But I'm gonna have a little wander around here for 5 minutes, follow this path, and then see if I can find a spot for my hammock somewhere over there. That's the plan anyway. If not, I can't find anywhere, and my backup plan is to come out all the way out the way I've just come and into another forestry track that brings me out over there on that road. And I should be able to find somewhere over there, hopefully, if all else fails. So here I am on the actual dam structure now, on the wall, and that's the bottom of the overflow down there, and that's the top of the overflow there. So I just thought it was pretty interesting. This is just hidden miles away up in the top of Scotland. Well, not the top of Scotland, but you know, in Scotland, hidden away. Not gonna be able to get very close to that to show you, but yeah. It's a big old hole down there, really deep. You can hear water pouring out at the bottom of it. So there we go, I'm not going any further, no access. I don't want to appear suspicious to the folk who live down the bottom, so I'll end up having a good, quiet, restful night's sleep without folk turning up and harassing me in the middle of the night. Not that that really ever happens up here, but you know, if I'm dicking around up here, then there's a good chance. So I've just walked a little bit off the path down into one of the woodlands on the banks. It's quite a nice mossy, lively bit of pine. It's nice. The path's just up at the top there. I'm going to take my coat off and have a little wander back to the bike to get my bag and the food. And I will come. I think I'm going to just trim branches off the side of these 2 trees. Absolutely nothing that the Forestry Commission don't do all the time, as you can see. All the trimmed here. All the boughs that are lying around on the ground. So a few more will not make any difference, and it means I'll be able to have that view from a hammock, which will be beautiful. Yeah, I'll get on with it. There she is, my beauty. Only about half a mile away from where I'm camping. I saw a little hard packed spot like this quite close by to where I'm camping, so I might just drive back up there so I don't have to something's happened to my indicator. The one bad thing I'll say about these Triumphs, indicator stalks are not very sturdy. There we go, that's that done. Got my bag on my back, food in the top box, and I'm going to head on down into the woods. Get a coffee on the go and set up the Amok. Just to remember which bit I walked out of. Looks like my footprints. Yeah, this is me here. Right, so I've decided against setting up down there, mainly because it looks like it's quite a big animal track, like right from where I was going to set up all the way out through the woods. So rather not wake up with the deer trying to get through my hammock, so I've come a bit further up the path and I've cleared this tree and where is it? That tree there. And I'm going to put my hammock up between these, but I'm going to have a coffee first by the lake. Nice and peaceful. Keep bugs flying around the camera. It's a bit of a buggy place. I was just looking for some bog myrtle to rub on the backs of my ears, but I can't find any, so I scrunched up some pine needles. Make yourself smell like the forest and the insects will leave you alone. That's Tim's top tip for today. I've got my little stove bag here. My vegetable strainer. My alcohol stove and vapor barrier and things. Get that set up and get a brew on the go. There now. Coffee percolator on. Everything's nice. Nice little seat here by the water's edge. Loving it. Bugs have stopped harassing me since I rubbed loads of pine sap on my head. I've been for a little walk, just having an explore of my surroundings. You can see all the insects floating around in the foreground. One thing I'll say about my trip so far is the weather's been really kind. I packed for wet gear. I made sure to put the insert in my Bergen. I've got a 140 litre Exped dry sack, so I make sure to stuff that in and then pack everything inside that to keep it dry. But it's not rained once. I've got my poncho, I've got all my rain gear, but looks like that was just extra weight for nothing. Watch, I'll say that though, and it'll come and absolutely chuck it down. The skies looked like this the whole time I've been here, apart from a tiny little bit where the sun broke through, which was nice. No rain so far though. Lots of buzzards crying over the top of that hill somewhere. It's really nice. There we have it, folks. The amazing Amok Draumr. Oh. Only took 10 minutes to set up. Whoopee slings, drip lines, Amok scald tarp, Amok Draumr, and the Amok Fjol Winterlight sleeping pad. Please forgive any of my mispronunciations. I am not Norwegian. Big shout out to Amok. Thank you very much, guys. Brilliant equipment as always. Anybody who wants to check them out, get on Google, check out amokequipment.com. I'd like to give another big shout out. A very good friend of mine has just started their own, her and her brother have just started their own clothing label, Fungi Fashion. This is one of their t-shirts. Hope you get a good look at that. Yeah, really good quality 100% cotton t-shirts and hoodies and things. Lots of different designs, all focused on mushrooms and things like that. So check them out at Fungi Fashion on Instagram and fungifashion.com. Sitting here swaying between these two trees. Very happy, nice and relaxed, plenty comfortable. So peaceful here, it really is. Every now and again you hear a plane go over. So we're on a flight path somewhere above us, but apart from that, it is absolutely silent. Got my my alcohol stove on for another coffee with my percolator. I'm getting harassed by midges. The wind's really died down and they're plaguing me. Well, that was cool. Used up a little bit of time while I'm here making a second video. I'm not going to go into much about that, but you'll see it. Thankfully the bugs have died down a little bit, temperature's dropped. Just enjoying having a roam around, enjoying my view. It's just infinitely quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Just sitting with the bug net zipped up round me. Nice and calm and peaceful. I hear a fish jump every now and again and some birds singing and twittering away. I'm not getting any bugs buzzing in my face and trying to chew on my ears, which is the main point. The wind has been keeping the bugs away most of the day, and now it's completely died off and gone still and calm. So here they are. It's the Scottish midges. A lot of people ask me about mosquitoes. I've never really seen a mosquito in this country. I reckon you'll get them down south, a bit further down in England and things, but I never really experienced any but I've definitely got experience with the Scottish midgie. I know they don't carry diseases and stuff, but I know which one I'd rather deal with. I'd rather deal with mosquitoes any day. I've seen swarms of midges thick enough that you can breathe them. I know it sounds horrible, but when they're as dense in the air as they are, and you're trying to get through them, and you get them up your nose and in your mouth when you're trying to breathe, it's horrible. Thankfully, it's nowhere near that bad here at the moment. It's getting quite dark down in those woods. There's my setup down in my little tunnel. These are all industrial forests, so all of the trees are planted in nice straight rows. So you get a good walk down to where you need to be in whatever direction. Just going for a little wander. I'm going back down the way that I came on the bike, so I've no worry about anybody finding my setup or my bike or anything while I'm away. They'll have to come past me if they need to, and I'm sure they'll be asking plenty of questions why I'm here. So I've only ever had bother one time up in woods around these parts, and it was because some local people had seen the smoke from a fire, and the Forestry Commission came out, turfed me off the land, so obviously it's all theirs. That was a long time ago though. Well, a better crop of bilberries here than in the Lake District. I'm going to stop to have a little snack. Nice and ripe. Just look like tiny blueberries, but they're a little bit more tart. Really tasty. Little evening snack. Almost back to the setup. I'm going to make some food, eat a little bit, and then I'm going to chill in my hammock and go to sleep. I've not been sleeping well for the past week. Bad shoulder pain, so I'm really looking forward to a good night's sleep in my hammock. Actually in quite a small little strip of woodland. Starts here and it just runs over to where my bike is, where it finishes. Nice, get a good bit of airflow through. And it wouldn't be as dark as some of the woodlands. It's pretty dense and dark up in the older section there. What an awesome view. It's turning into a lovely evening. So for like About the last half an hour, I've heard two voices over on the other side of the water, shouting, calling and shouting and shouting. And I figured they were trying to find the dog. And I was sitting here getting away from the midges, just admiring my bike, and the man drove past and I was just speaking to him. He had lost their dog, unfortunately. It's a fair expanse of a place to be losing a dog as well. So I offered the help to find it, but he said he'd be all right. I hope they find it. I hope it's okay. Just having a little bit of respite from the midges because they've got really bad. I kind of got complacent with camping in England for so long. I need to remember about these flying demons. It's about 9:30 p.m. and I've had a really good time. A nice bit of solitude and just peace and quiet. I'm going to head down into the woods. I'm going to get myself some food on the go. Change this head torch battery. This is my little pathway here. Down into the woods. Quite rough underfoot the whole way down here. There's lots of these like bomb holes with water in the bottom of them. You want to catch your feet. Where am I? Oh yeah, down here. Things look so different in the dark. I'm not even that way either, I'm over here. Oh dear. So many branches. It's like a maze. Oh yeah, need to change the head torch battery. So I've been a complete idiot and forgot to bring my boiling bags. So I've got a pork pie. Well, I've got 3 pork pies. A couple of chocolate biscuits. That'll do me for my dinner. My own fault, I guess. I'm rushing to pack. Oh well, that was nice. The people in the car who were looking for the dog just stopped up by my bike and got out the car and shouted down, told me that they found it. Which is cool. I'm glad they have. I know what it's like to lose dogs in the woods. I remember losing Jack on Mull, finding him in that bog. Well folks, I have been drifting off to sleep on and off for the last half an hour. So I'm going to call it a night. Have myself a good long sleep and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning everyone. Literally just woken up. 8:30 a.m. Went to sleep at 11 p.m. So I had a decent long sleep. I'm just getting brew on the go. Cold fluid does not like lighting. There we go. Awesome. Oh. Come on, my pretty. Give me that brain juice. Works really well, this percolator on my alcohol stove. It's a good combination. Nice. The midges are out. Where are you? There it is. See it? That's a Scottish midge. Tiny, bitey, nasty things. I'm enjoying my morning in this woodland. I'm kind of worried it's going to rain on me because it looks really grey and heavy in the sky. I've got my tarp pulled over the back of me so I can see the view, but it'll only take me 10 seconds to peg it out again, if need be. Morning woodland frog. Hey bud. Don't need to worry about me. So this is my second coffee today. I'm having chocolate croissant. Just down by the water. It doesn't look as rainy as I thought it was going to be. I've been very lucky with the weather. Well, that's it for this awesome place. Everything packed away. I haven't left anything, forgotten anything. No rubbish. Just a bit of a clear patch of earth where I had my ground sheet down. And on my way back up to the bike. And away home. My phone battery is very close to death, so I'm going to call it. Say thank you all for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed this. Oh, it's been a great video. Well, it's been great making it. I've enjoyed myself. So yeah, feel free to leave me a comment. And all your likes and subscribes are very appreciated. So thank you all very much. Ta for now. See you on the next one.